This is Hodham fishing on the Annan. It's believe it or not 9:15. I just got here and had a look at the river, which is, as I really suspected it to be, desperately low. But I kind of knew that would be the case before I set out, so I'm not surprised. And I'm really fishing on the off chance that, well, there's been, I think, 3 sea trout off the beat, and I figured it's not that expensive. I think this is the last week that it's £14, and I figured it's worth a throw, you know. At least give it till midnight. For my money, this is probably, well, I don't know the top bit of the beat, to be honest with you. I don't know the beat at all. Well, I fished it. This is my 3rd attempt. But this run down here, which I hope you can appreciate, is quite slow and steady moving run, is, I reckon, as good a spot as anywhere to catch a sea trout. They like it, seems to be anyway, at least in my experience. This kind of steady, even runs seems to suit them. And there's a shelf off the far side. You can see those rocks probably if I zoom in. Now you see those rocks just there. Well, that's part of a kind of a shelf which runs along both sides. It's almost like a kind of limestone shelf. I don't know if it is limestone, but there's some big trout in here, so there might be limestone aspects to the Annan. And that seems to be the spot where well, I've caught some hurling there, and I hooked a sea trout once there. At least it was a big fish anyway. Can't think what else it could have been. So there's a big pool down in the bend, which you probably can't see from here, and there's a bit of a pool here. So I've got 2 tactics. I'm not going to stay real late until the early morning, but 2 tactics. One is to fish down this run very carefully with 2 flies, bushy fly on the dropper, and I don't know, something like a Peter Ross on the point. And I have this bushy fly that works subsurface and seems to catch a lot of sea trout for some reason. And then what I fancy, I brought a sinking line, and in the corner right down there, later on when it's really dark, never done this before, but put a full sinker on and put a big like tandem lure on and drag it through the bottom, rake the bottom and see whether there's any fish down there. Which apparently is effective, although, you know, I don't know. So that's the sort of fishing plan. I don't know how much blogging I'll be able to do because it'll be too dark, but obviously I'll report if I catch something, you know. But nice bit of water anyway. Well, you can just about see the mist. It's kind of dawn, the camera's not quite working. It's very interesting. Met a couple of real hardcore sea trout fishermen who are charming to boot, and very, very knowledgeable. Learned a thing or two about sea trout fishing with tubes. Apparently the way it's done, even in the summer with this low water, is inch tubes with a dropper, size 8 fly drop on the dropper, and very interesting indeed. So it's been fascinating, although, you know, in usual style I haven't managed to catch any sea trout or anything, but bollocks, maybe next time, eh?